What's up, y'all? It's Glow Naturally coming to you with another video, and we're going to talk about Iyanla Vanzant. Now, if you're not watching that show, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You better go catch your life and watch her show every Saturday. Like, she is saving so many people because, as we all know, abuse spreads like a disease. If it's not fixed, it's going to spread and spread, and it can end up in your family. The last two episodes were Raised by Monsters. Okay, there was a part 1 and a part 2. There was 5 siblings. There were 2 girls and 3 boys. Okay, and they grew up in a foster home because their mother gave them up because she chose crack over being a mother. Okay, now one of the kids had epilepsy, and he can't really cope in life because of the abuse and everything. And one other son is an abuser to his sister, the younger sister, beating her, verbally abusing her, and treating her, and they live together, which is his twin, and they live together, and he's treating her like she's his spouse. And I don't know if it's because of the abuse where they had to perform sexual acts on each other, but he is treating her like that. The twin that he's doing that to, she needs help really bad because she thinks it's okay to accept the abuse that he's giving her. And now the other 2 siblings, I think they're gonna be okay. They seem pretty strong to me. And what I would have liked to see in the episode was, I would like to see Iyanla had took each child, and she normally, not child but adult, but the child that was in the adult that we're talking about when I say child, because they're still acting out like children that were hurt. So you have to take care of the little child inside the adult in order for them to continue in their adult life, okay? So that's why I said that. I would have liked Iyanla to put them in her lap. She normally do this, put them in her lap and rock them, you know, and hug them and just keep rocking them until they let everything out, because every child needs that hugs and kisses and, you know, just lots of love. Moving on. So, the mother. Rita, I feel like, is out of touch with her emotions and feelings and everything. Rita came in the room like it wasn't nothing. She seemed like she had no feelings. She was just dead to everything. I couldn't really understand that. She's so out of touch with her emotions. Even when they was explaining the things that has happened to them to her, she was just like, with her mouth open. Like, that would have stabbed me in my heart like a knife. Like, I don't even know how I could have sat there. I would have been like boo-hooing. So that's why I say she's out of touch with her feelings. And she needs some serious counseling because she's like dead to feelings. Like, so out of touch that she can't even feel what's going on. And I know that her mother has passed away, and I would have loved to see that mother at the table as well, because I'm sure that she has a similar story that Rita has. Now, the story that Rita has is that her mother, boyfriend or friend, someone she was dealing with, abused her. And she told her mother, and her mother told her it wasn't true. Kind of like, you know, the same thing that her mother did to Rita's oldest child when she came to tell her that somebody was abusing her, which was her friend. So for a grandmother to ignore something like that, you know, she had to be abused. someone ignore her. And I can't stand when someone has been abused and they feel like that whoever's being abused should be abused too, because they were abused and no one did and no one protected them. So I find that like a real bad issue. Like, that's something that needs to be dealt with. So we don't know who did this to the grandmother, but it's most definitely seemed like there was a 3-generational abusing going on in this situation. And it really saddened me that all of this was going on and they're adults now. And I really want to touch on the monster. Who is this monster that will make the kids line up and have sex with each other, do these dirty things? Who are you? Why are you living? What's wrong with you? He seemed like he's some kind of R. Kelly or something. I don't know what's going on. But the monster needs to be found. And he needs to be in jail or getting ready to go to jail. Okay? Nobody talked about that. I was interested in that. Where's the monster at that was doing these things and giving the kids a slice of bread and water? Like, who do that? Why would you hurt some kids that's already hurt? Now, I get hurt people, but at some point in your mind, you need to realize, like, this is not right. This is right here. This is not right. You should have some type of consciousness of what you're doing somewhere in that brain. So I wish that was talked about more. And anyone that's getting abused out there, tell somebody, please. Please tell somebody. And I wish that, they will come up with some type of phone number that foster kids can have to call anonymous, and, where they can be picked up right away and can report their abuser to what's going on in the home. It should be some type of number that they can call. Start giving these foster kids cell phones where they can call themselves, because this is bad for them to already feel that their mother don't want them, and then on top of that, the person who's supposed to be keeping them and helping them is abusing them. Like, that's crazy. Like, you don't have nowhere to go. You don't know what to do. You kind of like in a stuck situation, because the person who you thought that was going to help you out your situation is making your situation worse. So it needs to be some type of setup with this foster stuff going on. And not even just foster care, anybody that's getting abused, it needs to be a number where they can tell people, just pick up the phone and be able to say, hey, such and such and such are doing this to me, or this is happening to me, or this is happening. And it needs to be something like that, because unfortunately there's a lot going on in the world, and things have to be addressed, because if they're not addressed, they can abuse the next person and the next person, and next thing you know, it's a ripple effect all over the world, and it could just spread like a disease. So I just want to touch on that, and I would like Ayana to stick with this family, and this needs to be like a series, because you can't fix nothing like that overnight in 2 parts. This needs to be a series of, just counseling, because, hey, Miss Rita, she's so lost. She's too busy trying to defend herself to her kids. I ain't on crack no more. Like, that's not what it is. Rita had to fix herself. The kids gotta fix themselves before they can even decide to come together. I don't even know why Ayana, kind of put them in a room together, because I wouldn't want that woman to touch me. I wouldn't want to hug her either. So go ahead and check those episodes out. You can watch it on YouTube if you missed it, but it's very good, and somebody can help somebody by watching it. And stay tuned, you guys. Watch her other shows. It's good. And I appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe, and let me know your comments down below. Thank you.